This video just kind of looks at multiplying fractions through a more practical outlook. So, suppose you're baking. I don't know about you, but I do a little bit of this every now and then. The recipe calls for 1 cup of flour, but you're only making 1/3 of the recipe. So how much flour do you need? Well, some people might say, oh, it's easy, just 1 cup, or 1/3 of a cup. But how did you know how to do that? So let's take a look at it. The key in this particular problem, and in all math problems, the idea is if you ask the question the right way, it will actually lead you to the answer. And there's a key word here, and that's of. If we take the word of, most of the time, that's going to tell us to multiply. It's a key word. So, we want to take 1/3 of the recipe, but the recipe calls for 1 cup. Okay, and so we have to take 1/3 of 1. Well, when we do that, I have to rewrite 1 as a fraction, because I can only multiply fractions. Multiplying fractions and integers are a lot tougher. So I'm going to rewrite this. And now instead of 1, I'm just going to call it 1 divided, or 1 over 1, or 1 divided by 1, or the fraction 1 over 1. Any one of those will work. But my multiplication happens the same way as it did before. You take the tops, or the numerators, multiply those together, that becomes your new numerator. Then on the bottom, in the denominators, you take the 3 times the 1 to get the 3. That's your answer. And so, suppose you're baking. The recipe calls for 1 cup of flour, but you're only making 1/3 of the recipe. How much flour do you need? 1/3 of a cup. Okay, it doesn't matter what particular question you're asking as far as this. As soon as you say, I'm making this thing, but I only need half of it, half of it tells you to multiply. If I needed 3 times of the amount of recipe, I need to multiply it by 3. Okay, and so that word of is going to give you a hint that you're going to be multiplying.